Hello students, today's topic is trapezoidal rule of numerical integration. This formula is derived from the general quadrature formula, and the formula is, if you are asked to find f of x dx over the range x0 to x0 plus n h, then it will be equal to h by 2. H is interval of difference. H by 2, sum of the first and last ordinate, that is first ordinate, last ordinate. When we consider two variable, it is called coordinate, but when we consider one variable, it is called ordinate. So it is a first and last ordinate plus 2 into remaining ordinate. That means naught is included here, so we start from y1 plus y2 plus y3 up to y. The last will be n is included here, so here n minus 1. So this is the formula of trapezoidal rule of numerical integration. So the condition of validity of the trapezoidal rule is, first one is, here the integrand fx is approximated by a polynomial of degree 1. So it is of the form f of x is equal to a plus bx. Okay, and the second is the value of x should be equidistant. So under this condition, it is derived from the general quadrature formula that fx is a polynomial of degree 1 and the value of x is equidistant. Okay, I am showing in graph how this numerical integration work. Actually, integration means we are asked to find the area of the curve. No? Integration means to find the area of the curve. So let us suppose this is x and y axis. So let us suppose this is your curve. Integration means you are asked to find the area over the range from here to here. If you draw a parallel line from here to here, it cuts at x0. That means this is our range x0, the initial range, and the upper limit will be x0 plus nh. That means, this means we are finding the area from x0 to x0 plus nh of f of x dx. If you know the f of x dx, we can easily find integration as we do in analytical way of integration. But here, without knowing the form of the function, we do not know the form of the function. So what we are given? We are given the table x fx. This table means different values of fx for corresponding values of x. It is suppose x0, x1, x2 up to x0 plus nh, and f of x0, f of x1, f of x2 up to f of x0 plus nh. Okay, so if this table is given, we without knowing the form of the function, we can find this area with the help of this formula, which is called trapezoidal rule. Okay, there are other formula also, but here we use trapezoidal rule when we can apply when n, that means the number of part in which the interval is divided should be multiple of 1. That means we divide the whole range into n equal parts. Because from the table we get that only. That means, yeah. Now how to find the area? We need to join this points from here to here, because it is a curve. If you join, you will get different, so many trapezoid here. So many trapezoid here, because these lines are parallel. So these two lines are parallel. So we get, this is the shape of the trapezoid. So we get so many trapezoids. So this formula is nothing but the area of the trapezoids. So here, because so many trapezoids are there, so we get this so many times. So the formula is in this way. Okay, so it's work in this way only. Just these are the x value and these are the fx values. If this givens, we utilizing this, and n is a multiple of 1. Okay, here look here, how many n parts are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. N is 9 here. Okay, that means the number of parts in which the whole interval is divided is n, and n is a multiple of 1, so we can apply here trapezoidal rule. So these are the condition of validity of trapezoidal rule is fx should be approximate by a polynomial of degree 1 and argument must be equidistant. So whenever we get such table, first we need to check the arguments are equidistant or not, and then we need to check n value. N is what? Okay, it is a multiple of 1, that means any number, no? Everything is multiple by 1, so we need to write the n value, how many parts are there, and these arguments are equidistant or not. If these are equidistant, then we can use trapezoidal rule, this rule, and utilizing this entry values, we can easily, these are the entry values, so we can find the integration without knowing the form of the function.